Before we start the experiment, we must wash the apparatus with distilled water.
After that, we poured 1 liter of water sample into 6 beakers. After fill up the beakers with water sample of 1000 ml, syringe was used to put different dosage of coagulants into each beakers. Beaker 1 is the blind sample, while other beakers were filled with 2 ml, 4 ml, 6 ml, 8 ml and 10 ml. To use the jar test machine, we have to put down the stirrer into the beaker and then press number 2 using 140 rpm for 3 minutes and then press start. After it's done, we have to wait for 15 minutes to let the settlement settle down.
After the 15 minutes is over and the flock is already settled at the bottom of the beaker, we use syringe slowly to transfer the water sample into the small beakers.
To measure for color parameters, first you have to wash circular sample cell and syringe with distilled water. After that, each of circular sample cell was filled with 10 ml of water sample by using syringe. For color test, spectrophotometer was used with the program of 102 color 455 nm. As safety measure, the sample cell need to be wiped to avoid error read by the spectrophotometer. Then insert the blank sample of distilled water into the spectrophotometer. The zero button was clicked on the spectrophotometer to ensure the spectrophotometer was clear and the blank sample was taken out. The prepared water sample was wiped and inserted into the spectrophotometer. Then click read button on the spectrophotometer and the result was recorded.
After jar test experiment was done in the lab, we have to measure pH parameter. In order to measure pH meter was used. So for the first step, we take the water sample and put in. After that, turn on the pH meter and click button C to set it for pH and it will out pH in the screen. Before we put the pH meter into the water sample, we need to wash with distilled water. After put in the water sample, we click button read and wait until the stabilizing change to star and we can collect the data. All of the sample pH were measured including the blank sample for both set of jar.
Alright, now I'm going to show you how to measure the conductivity using a conductivity meter. First, we need a beaker and a water sample that's already been mixed with the coagulants. And of course, we'll need a conductivity meter. Before we proceed, we have to turn it on the conductivity meter and then check the probe is clean and not damaged. After that, rinse the probe with the distilled water and shake off the extra drops. And then we take the beaker and slowly put below the probe and slowly push the probe into the water sample. Make sure the probe is in the middle of the beaker. Don't let it touch the sides or bottom of the beaker. And then we turn on the meter, push the conductivity button, and we push the read button. Then we wait for a few seconds until the number on the screen stabilizes.
For temperature parameters, we need to use a dissolved oxygen meter to obtain temperature data. First, switch on plug dissolved oxygen meter. Second, press the start button to start the dissolved oxygen meter. Next, wash the probe using distilled water and insert the probe into the beaker of water sample. Push the red button on the top of the probe to turn the probe on, and the probe will be vibrate. Then, wait until it beeps and the star symbol appears on the dissolved oxygen meter screen, and the temperature data can be recorded.
To measure turbidity parameters, we are going to use turbidity meter. First of all, fill the circular cell sample for 10 ml of water with coagulant and switch on the turbidity meter. Press start and then press range until auto range appear on the screen. Wipe the circular cell sample with tissue and then insert it. Close the lid and press read. Wait for a few seconds to get the result. Repeat this step for other 5 samples.
After done the experiment of coagulant ferric chloride, we repeat the same procedure for coagulant aluminium sulfate to measure pH, conductivity, temperature, color and turbidity.